All right, all right. So we should be back live. Oh, let me make sure. All right. Welcome everybody that's watching on all social media platforms. We definitely are excited to have you guys here. If you're watching on social media, though, you're definitely going to want to join us here in the conversation. Okay, by going to girlbossupbooks.com, and that's going to allow you to get access. Do me a favor in the chat. Let us know, who did you meet? If you met somebody, let us know who you met in the chat by going ahead and typing their name. Go ahead and let us know, who did you get a chance to meet in the chat. We're excited to hear that. Type their names in there as we get ready to get started, guys. Again, also, if you're just joining us, welcome everyone. We are live broadcasting all over the social media world: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, all that good stuff. It looks like we still have some people in the networking, so I'm gonna go ahead and close that out, y'all. Hoping people don't get cut off. But again, welcome. Type in the chat. Let us know, who did you get a chance to meet. If you did go to the networking, let us know. Let us know as we get ready to get started here. All right, let's see. The voucher works in the United States, so that means Lianza. I know I said that wrong. I am so sorry. That means you're gonna have to come here to the United States, my darling. Come on out here to the US. All right. Okay, guys. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys had a chance to go to the networking session, let us know who you had a chance to meet. We're gonna get started in 18 seconds. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Welcome back, guys. Let's see what the leadership board is looking like. All right, that Lashandra done moved on up. We've got Lady Kiara and Monica Stewart right behind. I see you guys. Let's go.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Oh my gosh. Are you ladies and gentlemen having fun today? I'm having so much fun over here. I'm super excited. We have a lot of things going on in the chat. I see some people hitting leaderboards. I see people have been in the lounge networking. So if you're on social, we don't want you to miss out on the inside fun. Come on over and have some fun with us on the inside. So listen, one of the things that was important to me in putting this project together was making sure that not only did we have diverse thought, that we had diverse industries. And the ladies that you're going to see in this next panel are coming from three very different industries, but I can tell you that each one of them are leaders in their industries. I mean, these ladies know what they know, okay? They're not new to this. They've actually made some impact on some folks' lives. They're continuing to grow as entrepreneurs, as we mentioned we should. So without further ado, let me bring to the front of the stage, and you ladies and gentlemen, please throw up some hearts and some fire signs and clap it up for Miss Bonnie Resch, Miss Melody Sheard, and Miss Tiffany Monique Keller. What's going on, ladies? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Hey,
We're
hey,
doing it.
hey.
Hey everyone, how are you?
I'm excited that you all are here. So, Queens, listen, let me just say this. I took an opportunity last night and read through everybody's chapter again because, having the book in hand just kind of gave me a different feeling than it did looking at the book in a digital form on paper. Was just like I can highlight and I can leave my little tabs in each section. And each one of you shared some really amazing things about your personal lives, about your entrepreneurial journey, and just your view on what it means to stand in your power and walk in your purpose. Um, kudos and congratulations for the ladies on the panel who this is your first time being an author. I know that now that you have the buzz, it won't be your last. And I definitely want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to the ladies on the panel that have authored before and saw themselves in this project and said, Dana, I cannot miss out. I tell you right now that I don't take that lightly and I greatly appreciate it. So I want to start with just kind of asking some, some girl chat questions, if you will, because I know each one of us has experienced this in some shape or form. And for me, I know that motivation is an inside job. So my question to each of you on the panel, and I want to start with Tiffany, how do you stay motivated?
Oh, that's a good question, Dana, because I'm telling you, some days, there are days when I'm like, okay, I don't feel like doing this. Um, but most importantly, most of all, it's my family, my kids, and just thinking about the legacy that my mother and my father started. That I know that it is my purpose to carry out that legacy. They were both, I call them entrepreneurs. They didn't look at themselves as entrepreneurs, but they both were very hard workers. They both had their own businesses as well as they worked 9 to 5 jobs. So they were, I guess you would call them dualpreneurs. And just it's just the push for me to leave that same type of legacy for my kids, for my family. And so I'm a new grandma. So that's just like been my biggest inspiration this far.
Listen, there is nothing like having your children having children to really put a double pin on your why. I can tell you,
Yes.
and congratulations. Welcome to the Glam Ma Club because we are not the grandmothers of the past. Today's
Right.
grandmas look like, listen, we still about our business and we don't do a whole bunch of babysitting.
Right. Right.
Only
I
when
had
we
my
want
grandson
to.
yesterday. So
Only when we
yes.
want to. So they definitely keep us motivated. I know for sure that Bonnie can relate to this as well. Tell us a little bit, Bonnie, how do you stay motivated? How do you just make sure that your motivation cap stays on those days that you just want to say, you know what, not today?
Bonnie,
Bonnie, can
you're
you hear
muted.
us?
You're muted, Bonnie.
All right, well, but while Bonnie's getting unmuted, let's toss it over to Tiffany really quickly. I'm sorry, to Melody. Tell us, Melody. Now, Melody and I, this is our first opportunity to collaborate. Definitely not the last. We found out that we are zodiac twins, and we definitely understand one another. So I'm just curious, how do you stay motivated, Mel? Like, how do you know, like, I got to do what I have to do? What motivates you?
Well, for me, it's knowing that if I don't do it, nobody else will. That's it. Point blank in the story. If I don't do it because what God has given me to do, nobody else is going to do it. So I have to keep going every single day when I don't want to, when I don't like it, when I'm tired, when I'm frustrated. I have to do it.
Absolutely. It's really a mindset shift. Entrepreneurship is one of those things. It's like for those of us that have had an opportunity to kind of ever go off without our parents, right? That's how I felt about entrepreneurship. Nobody is going to knock on the door and say, get up. Nobody is going to give you a task list and say, get this done. Nobody is going to write the program for you. Nobody's going to make the phone calls to your clients for you, at least not in the beginning. You've got to be the willing participant in your success. So staying motivated is an inside job. I think we have Bonnie back. So Bonnie, another of my zodiac twins, tell us, Bonnie, what motivates you? How do you stay motivated?
Um, Being around the right people, that helps. And then also not being employable. If I don't motivate myself and do everything I need to do, I won't be able to help enough people so I can, support myself, my family. I'd have to go back to work for someone else, and that's definitely not going to work for me.
Whew, that right there, that part. I was at a summit recently, and a gentleman was asking the audience, "What is it for you that has to work or has to work?" And I was like, my business has to work. I am mentally unemployable. I would not make anybody's good employee anymore.
No.
And I say that humbly. I think what happens is once you've had an opportunity to, um, for lack of a better word, be your own boss, you find that there are certain things you are willing to participate in and some things that you are absolutely not a willing participant of. And I
Right.
discovered that in my journey of entrepreneurship. So the things that each of you ladies have said, your family. It's up to me. Those are definitely the motivators that the entrepreneur has to have because you're not motivation again. For me, I always say motivation is an inside job. Anyone can inspire you, right? People inspire people all the time, but motivation is an inside job. Okay. So thank you, ladies, for sharing that. Now, I want to ask this. We know that motivation can be that thing that takes us from where it is that we are to where we want to be. What things do you recommend in terms of tools or reading resources would you share so that we do stay motivated? Can you ladies name one or two motivational things that you may have either a book or a podcast that you listen to, or maybe not name the podcast, but that you're listening to a podcast? What do you do to stay motivated?
Well, for me, I recommend reading Think and Grow Rich. Um, The Last Man. Oh God, The Last Man of Babylon, y'all. That book. Any type of self help book that gives you strategies, the 48 Laws of Success. Go through it, and then also you want to make sure there are plenty of on YouTube University, if I could say that,
Mhm.
has a lot of motivational um or things that you can listen to help when you start to feel down. Listen to it when you go right before you go to sleep, or listen to it first thing in the morning. If you are someone who, like myself, that still works a daytime job, when you are commuting to work, whether that's one day a week, put it in for that commute time instead of listening to the radio, and start getting that into your spirit, because that also will set the tone for your day as well. So that's some suggestions that I have.
Mm. Anyone else, ladies? You can chime in.
Yes, so same thing. Listening to motivation, YouTube. I try to do that daily, every morning before I start my day. Listen to some type of motivational message, and also before I go to sleep. And even looking back at some of my own accomplishments and some of my own videos to motivate myself. That's the most motivating thing for me, to remind myself of things that I have accomplished and to look back at that, and that's the motivation for me, listening to positive messages, and following those individuals, whether it be social media and things like that, people that inspire me, such as Dana, Taria. um, but yeah, keeping the positive motivation, watching videos and things like that.
For me, it's
Bonnie, you
coffee.
touched on this just a
Um,
little bit.
I,
You said you're making sure you connect. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said for me, it's coffee. I need a ton of coffee in the morning.
Right.
Um, all the books and that the other co-authors mentioned on the panel, they are awesome. One book I'm reading right now, it's called Life is Messy. And I think
Mm,
one thing people forget when being an entrepreneur, social media, all the avenues and that we see, it's usually the end product. It's not the beginning. It's not the nitty gritty. It's not the times you want to give up, the times that are uncomfortable. We usually only just see the end results, all the fun parts of it. That in itself, right there, um, seeing other people's journeys, that helps. Just a simple good morning to folks
mm,
during the day, whether it's via social media, a phone call. It does it for me.
yeah. Listen. That first cup of coffee when it hits you in the morning, it's like hello world,
Right.
Yeah.
hello world, and then I can send out my good morning text.
Right.
Right.
So I want to throw this over to Melody, because I know that you're still balancing, you know, having a full-time career as well as having a full-time business. How did you know that you wanted to be an entrepreneur? When did that bug first hit you?
It hit me in, I want to say, eighth grade, maybe ninth grade. I read a book called Joy, and I
Mm,
forgot the name of the author. I've been looking for the book because it's old, but it was about a woman who started her own business. And reading through the book, it was fictional, but I still liked the concept of her owning her own business, being able to do what she wanted to do, set her own schedule. And ever since then, I said I always wanted to be an entrepreneur.
wow. Eighth grade, eighth or ninth grade, like really, really young to have that inkling to say entrepreneurship is definitely a route that I want to pursue. I mean, we're talking about standing in your power and walking in your purpose. How exciting is that, Melody, now that you're getting to do both of the things that you enjoy doing? You have a great career, you have a beautiful family, and now you get to also thrive as an entrepreneur. I love that. Tiffany, I want to ask you because I know you've been on several projects. I know the woman that is like super productive, has a lot going on behind the scenes. And oftentimes, while you do connect with folks on social media, um, what I've come to find out is you do a lot of things off social media. So how tell us a little bit about how your day looks behind the scenes, because I know you got a lot that you do, but you do it well and you seem to us do it seamlessly, and you oftentimes show us that productivity is your middle name. So how do you keep all of those things going behind the scenes?
Just pushing myself. As I said before, coffee, first thing in the morning. That motivation, starting my day on the right track. So I am very particular about my morning and who I talk to and things like that before 9 a.m. in the morning, because I find that that affects my whole day. So, if I'm talking to someone and they're bringing a certain type of energy, it will definitely affect my whole day. So I try to just keep that morning time sacred for me, keep that, getting in my word, reading books, and just taking little times, like little 15-minute increments to do certain things. So sometimes we think we have to do so much. We have this long list of things to do, but if you take and sometimes I can be a bit of a procrastinator on some things, but if it's just taking 15 minutes with that list of things that you have to do, taking 15 minutes to do those, to work on each task that you have to complete. And you'll be surprised and amazed at how much you can get accomplished just by doing that alone.
You know, I used to believe that I was managing my time. And I can remember talking to one of my mentors, and I realized that I was failing in time management. I was giving so much of my time to nothingness. And that's why I asked you about the productivity, because I know that you are one who, like the book says, eats the frog. You know, you do the tough things first so that you can, do those other things. So that's why I wanted to, toss that question over to you. I think that when we look in terms of the number of hours we have in a day, and what it is that we're getting done in that time period, and we really start to analyze what that looks like and how far we've come and how far we want to go, it makes us get more on point, right? We have to be very strategic in how we use our time. We have to be strategic in who we use our time with. So I love that you said, I don't take everybody's call first thing in the morning, right? That's so important as entrepreneurs, that it's okay to know, these are the things that are important to not just your business and your personal, but also your personal well-being. There's some calls you can't be everybody's rescue next, especially at 8 in the morning. Oftentimes,
Mhm.
you have to make sure that you are full, that the things that you need to get done in your day, and being productive, that those things are getting done. And then you say, okay, here's the space and the time that I have for these other things. Because otherwise, the one thing for sure, we can always get money back, but we can't get time back. Time is a resource that we cannot replenish. No matter how hard we try, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to get to that task tomorrow. The time has passed. And we have to, as entrepreneurs, understand that the more time passes, the more people we're not impacting. That's what helped me to get out of procrastination mode. When I realized that I was supposed to be touching this person and that person, people that I don't know their names yet, but I knew what I was called to do and what my purpose was. And by me procrastinating in those things, I'm like, okay, well, this person isn't being touched by me. And that's nobody's fault but mine. So I love that you said that, Tiffany, because time management is absolutely so vitally important. I want to turn this question over. Let's see where we are on time. I want to turn this question over to Bonnie, because I mean, I get to have a little inside scoop on everybody's business, right? And so, um, and knowing exactly what it is that she does, I know that um, it's not it's not simple to be in a financial space and have your voice heard the way that it should be heard. So here what I'm trying to say is, sometimes when you are a leader in a financial space, and right now that space can be a little crowded, I want to ask Bonnie, how do you stand out? Now, Bonnie, let me tell y'all something about this Savvy Tax Pro right here. Bonnie does some amazing things, and you don't see them all on social, but she is a beast behind the scenes. So tell us, Bonnie, if you will, how do you stay on top of your industry trends? How do you stay on top of your game?
That's a good question. Just being me. I still take the time and put a lot of effort into each and every one of my clients. I'm looking for quality rather than quantity. Um, You know, we're here for the long game with what I do. It's not just a get rich, get quick right now. You know, we're looking 5, 10, 15 years down the line.
Talking about wealth building. Okay, we're
Yes,
not. What
right.
you said. We're not here for the get rich quick. We want you to build wealth for the long term, so that your children's children and their children say, "Oh, that person's picture that I have up there on the mantle thought about me those decades ago." I love, Bonnie. I know behind the scenes what it is that you do, and I know that soon you'll be sharing that even more, over the airwaves. I want to leave you ladies with, one final question, and this relates back to the book. Tell me, Bonnie, what was your um, favorite experience about this Girl Boss Up and Lead, Stand in Your Power, Walk in Your Purpose project?
Well, my favorite experience really ties into my chapter, which is create a new ending. So, at any time in life, if you're not happy or you don't like where your journey is taking you, um, whether you're a published author or not, you are the writer and creator of your own story. And we each have that power to change where you are and create a new ending. It's all up to us.
I love the title of that chapter. Plug again to the I don't even want to call this a book, but because that's the form that it's in, I guess that's what we
Right.
have to call it. But another plug, if you have not yet picked up your copy of Girl Boss Up and Lead, I encourage you to get with one of these authors and pick up your copy. I want to toss it over to Tiffany. Tell me what was your listen. The I can tell you. I'm gonna just let me just share a little bit of behind the scenes that happened with this book. Everybody was going through as we were producing this book. And we all went through and came through. Do we look like we've been through what we've been through? I know we don't. I mean, do any of us look like what we've been through? Because there was a lot going on. I can tell you that the enemy was definitely trying to put a cap on some things when it came to delivering this book. But we said, nope, we're going to persevere. We are women of resilience, and our voices need to be heard, and we need to impact the people. Tiffany, I mean, Tiffany had her grandbaby birth during this whole project. Some other things, was just trying to come at her. And we were like, nope, block you here, block you there, right? So tell me what was the most exciting thing for you about this project?
So I would have to say this moment right here, outside of creating my chapter and pushing through the perseverance, pushing through all of the obstacles that came in front of me throughout this project. So, and to make it to this actual day and to be here, because I tell you, I thought at some point that I was not even going to be here today for this conference. And I said, no, I'm going to do, I had to readjust some things so that I can get on camera. But when I tell you, just within this last couple of weeks alone, it has been so many challenges, but it's the pushing through in spite of for me that it's just like a rush and the most exciting thing for me about this project. And meeting you ladies, of course, being able to network with so many amazing women that are walking in their power and walking in their purpose.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm grateful for your tenacity to push through. Okay. And I love you, girl. I appreciate you. I know the things happening behind the scenes, but we ain't gonna let the enemy win. We're gonna keep making sure that we connect and support one another. Melody, now it's on you, boo. So tell me, what was the most exciting thing for you in this project? I was so happy that Melody said that she wanted to be part of this project, and then we got to know each other even more. What was the most exciting thing for you, Mel, being a part of this project?
So it looks like Mel has dropped off. So I don't
Um,
know. Yes, we don't know where she went.
well, I can tell you one of the most exciting things for me was in terms of this panel, um, hearing how each of these ladies pushed through what they had to push through. One of the most exciting things to have witnessed was the collaboration piece, and I'm not talking about just the written collaboration, the collaboration of um, okay, Dana, you need this, we got you. And they knew that I had them, right? That is really what sisterhood is about. That if for a moment you down, that sister of yours is not going to let you stay down. They're going to let you lean on them and they're going to help lift you up. So I had so much fun putting this project together. Shout out to Melody. Shout out to Bonnie. Shout out to my girl Tiffany. Bonnie told you a little bit about the title of her chapter, but I want to make sure that each and every one of you knows. So Bonnie's chapter is Create a New Ending. Make sure you get the book, honey. Let me tell you. Melody's chapter, I am a woman who leads. Okay, come on now. Y'all, when I tell you, when you pick up this book, you're going to have your highlighter ready. You might even want to buy a few copies, like a highlighted copy, and then one that you can gift to a friend. How about that? And then for Tiffany, her chapter, The Real TIP, Transformation, Impact, and Purpose. Okay, so make sure you connect with each one of these ladies on social. If you're inside of the conference, guess what? They're going to be over in the networking section in the lounge soon. So make sure you network and connect with each one of these ladies. I can tell you that they have some amazing things that they're going to be giving inside of the bonuses. So if you haven't yet gone over to the bonuses to grab yours, it is a complimentary bonus list, and we are going to continue to add to that. That means that you are not paying for the bonuses. They are actually complimentary to you for showing up today. Okay. And you can find that at bonusgirlbossupbooks.com. So now I think what we're going to do, are we heading over to our fourth panel, Taria? I just want to make sure that I'm headed to the right place.
Yes, we're going to be waiting. We're waiting for our fourth panel to join in. So we're going to have the ladies now from third panel to go ahead and log off. And our fourth panel. So fourth panel, we need you guys to come on to the backstage. Right now, let's look at the leadership board. All right, leadership board is rocking. We have LaShondra at 370 points. We've got Lady Kiera at 260 points. Raquel May David at 225 points. So guys, make sure that you go ahead and communicate, network, do all of those great things. And we are looking for our fourth panel to come on and come backstage. That's Kim, Jasmine, and LaShondra. So Kim, Jasmine, and LaShondra, we're waiting on you guys to join us here. I think what we can do is maybe another giveaway, another drawing. So while we're waiting on them to come onto the stage, let me go ahead and download for those of you guys who have been here and submitted your information in the form. So if you submitted your information on the form, we're going to go ahead and do another giveaway. So let me go ahead and post this information and see what we're going to be giving away, giving you a minute to get on here. And we're going to do this giveaway. All right. Now, Dana, did you have another giveaway?
I do have another giveaway.
Okay. All
So
right.
I have a couple of things. So we have staying in line with the brand, we have, let me grab the other one because I think you all can see it. But let me bring it close, live and up front and personal. So we have our brand new, let me see if I can get my Vanna White on. Our brand new Girl Boss Up tees. Girl Boss Up
Hey,
tees, right? So
nice.
we're staying on brand. We're staying on brand. And we also have this amazing mouse pad. Girl Boss Up Elite. You can say that you
Wonderful.
can hear the first ones to get it. So we are ready for the giveaways.
All right. So for the time, what's the one that you want to give away right now so that we can? Well, we'll do
Oh,
maybe
okay.
two spins. Two spins. So and then
Okay.
we're gonna give away one of the other ones on the next one. So yes, y'all see
Okay.
these giveaways. Y'all better be submitting y'all information now. This is some nice
That
stuff.
sounds good.
So
Let's do the tea. Let's do the tea first.
okay. All right. Let me go ahead and pull up the screen so you guys can see. And we're gonna spin for the win for the tea. Let's go. Uh-oh. Lady Kiera, congratulations to Lady Kiera. She is the winner of the t-shirt, darling. Yes, honey. Okay, so now we have one more that we're going to spin for. And so what is going to be the next thing? What are we going to spin for next?
Okay, so we have the mouse pad.
The mouse pad is so nice. I need one of those. That looks really, really nice, right? Okay, y'all, let's spin for
So
the
you know
win.
you get one.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go. Yay! Congratulations to Jasmine Brackett. Brackett, you are the winner of the mouse pad. Congratulations. Now, for those of you guys, if you have not had a chance to actually submit the form, I'm going to paste the form again for you guys in the chat space. And so right now we are waiting on our speakers. I think we have on the line, let's see here. We have on the line mouse pad. All right, let's go ahead and pull this back up. We do have Jasmine. So we're waiting on our other two young ladies. If you guys are going to join, LaShandra as well as Kim. So what we'll do is, so that we can make sure, because Jasmine, we need your camera sideways. But I'm going to do a quick pause for the cause. We're going to be right back, y'all. Quick pause for the cause, like 2 minutes, okay? Just 2 minutes, and then we will get started. All right, I'll be right back.